Imagine stumbling upon a mysterious crater while flying, only to uncover extraordinary aircraft and highly advanced beings. This is what happened to me and my crew. However, instead of being celebrated, I was detained and silenced under the strict control of national security. These astonishing entries were leaked from Admiral Richard Byrd's personal diary, revealing a civilization thriving beneath our very feet. These records belonging to a respected military pilot raise countless questions. How could an entire civilization establish itself underground? Can we trust the words of Admiral Byrd? And most importantly, who lives beneath us? Richard Byrd's claims may seem nonsensical if there weren't historical examples of such underground settlements. In 1963, a resident of Cappadocia stumbled upon an entrance to a tunnel while cleaning his basement. This discovery led to the unearthing of the mysterious underground city of Derinkuyu. Archaeologists believe it dates back to 2000 BC, and its intricate tunnels and well-designed ventilation system baffle scientists to this day. From barns to wineries and even sanctuaries, life in Derinkuyu was surprisingly comfortable compared to the harsh surface conditions. The city's purpose may have been to hide from conquerors, as huge round stones were found in the tunnels used to barricade the entrance. It's crazy how people of those times could carve through so many tunnels without modern technology. When diving into the Egyptian pyramids' underground chambers, it presents even greater challenges. Despite initial mapping efforts in the 1970s, the extensive underground complex beneath the Memphis area remained largely unexplored. Ancient Greek historian Herodotus mentioned these structures as early as the 5th century BC, describing the infinite labyrinth of Egypt. The labyrinth, built during the reign of Pharaoh Amenemhat III in the 19th century BC, consisted of 1,500 rooms and an equal number of underground chambers. It was said to house not only pharaohs and sacred crocodiles, but also countless scrolls of secret knowledge. The complex tunnels leading from the Sphinx to the Great Pyramid resemble a bewildering maze. Legend has it that those who ventured into the labyrinth without a guide would wander into the circle endlessly. The mysteries held within these underground chambers continue to capture our imagination. But what about the inner Earth? People have long believed in the existence of another world hidden beneath our planet's surface. In 1962, Edmund Halley proposed a theory that Earth consists of a hollow shell with inner shells and a core. Despite initial ridicule, subsequent researchers explored this hypothesis. In 1818, John Cleves Symes wrote a letter to the Congress, asserting the Earth is hollow and inhabited inside. He even requested funding for an expedition, but his plea fell on deaf ears. The idea of a hollow Earth was nearly forgotten until 1908, when writer Willis George Emerson published The Smoky God, supposedly based on the real biography of a Norwegian sailor named Olaf Jansen. Olaf claimed to have sailed into an underground world through a cave near the North Pole, where he encountered beings far more advanced than humans. While these accounts are met with skepticism, they add intrigue to the concept of the inner Earth. And then we have Arctic amplification. Curious anomalies near the Earth's poles further fuel the belief of an underground civilization. A phenomenon known as Arctic amplification, with increasing temperatures as one approaches the poles, has been observed. Seeds of plant species unsuitable to such cold environments have been found drifting in the northern polar region. Icebergs surrounding the North Pole consist of frozen fresh water rather than seawater, and red pollen of unknown origin clings to the icy formations. Birds migrating to the North Pole before winter baffles ornithologists. These puzzling observations hint at the possibility of nearby warm areas teeming with life, such as Agartha. Legends and tales from various countries and religions share striking similarities regarding the existence of an underground world. Whether it's called Shambhala, Agartha, or Patala, these mythical cities are believed to be inhabited by highly intelligent beings, but I wish it were possible to verify these claims. Unusual animal remains in Siberia's ice and the Shezhner Well in Varanasi all hint at the presence of hidden worlds beneath our feet. It's almost as if we, the surface dwellers, are being sought after, rather than actively searching for these hidden worlds. While these ideas may sound outlandish, it's worth considering the possibility that we have barely scratched the surface of our planet's mysteries. I think we've explored 5% of our own ocean and maybe even less of our own underground systems. So maybe there is a little bit more to our world than meets the eye.